Hi everyone, welcome to Informatica support videos. This is Kritika from Informatica GCS, and in this video we will see how to test Azure Blob connectivity outside Informatica when Power Center or data quality is used. So these are the points we will be discussing in this video. First, a brief on what is Power Exchange for Azure Blob. Next, we will see the steps on how to test Azure Blob connectivity outside Informatica, followed by a demo. Let's first see what is Power Exchange for Azure Blob. Azure Blob Storage is Microsoft's cloud-based object storage service designed for efficiently storing large volume of unstructured data. This makes it ideal for storing data that doesn't have a fixed structure. Power Exchange for Azure Blob is used to read or write data from Azure Blob. You can use Azure Blob as source or target in the mappings. With Power Exchange for Azure Blob Storage, you can connect to Informatica, Power Center or Data Quality to Azure Blob Storage. It lets you read and write delimited files and even handles compressed files from your setup. Let's see how to use Azure Blob test utility and test to verify Azure Blob's connectivity from Informatica server. You can refer to this KB and download the utility from the attachment section in this KB. Once you download the utility, place it on the server machine where Informatica server is running. Now we can unzip the file and add Azure Blob connection details in the config.properties file. If you are not using proxy, then this is the syntax of the command. This command should be run from the absolute path where you have placed your test utility. If you are using proxy, then you will have to add these three properties with respect to proxy, modify the command syntax and run the command from the path where test utility is placed. So let's have a look at the sample config.properties file. So this particular utility supports two types of authentication, that is shared key authorization or shared access signature authentication. So the first field here will be the account name. This is a required field, and this should contain the name of your Azure storage account. The second option, that is account key. So if you're using shared access signature authentication, this field will be optional. If else, you'll have to provide the account key over here. The container name, so this is a required field and this specifies the name of your Azure Blob container. The next option, that is the authentication type, as mentioned before. Since it supports two types of authentication, you will have to specify which is the authentication that you are using currently. And if you do not provide any value over here, by default it will take it as shared key authorization. And if you are using shared access signature authentication, you'll also need to specify shared access signature value. And the last option, that is endpoint suffix. This specifies your Azure environment. So by default, if you do not specify anything, it takes it as core.windows.net. Now let's proceed with the demo. So currently I have logged into my Informatica server. So as an example, I have taken Power Center version 10.5.2 as an example over here, and I'm currently in the path where my Power Center 10.5.2 is installed. Info home is nothing but the absolute path to the directory where your Informatica server is installed. And however, I will have to run the command from the path where I have placed my utility in. So let me navigate to the path where I have placed my utility. I'm currently in the path of the utility, so let me just run my command. The test connection has begun and it has given me the output that making the connection now, that connection is successful. So this is how the output of a successful connection should look like. This concludes the demo for the test utility. We would love to hear your feedback on this support video or other service support videos, you can reach us on supportvideos@informatica.com or through our Twitter handle. So that's all for this video. Thank you all for watching.